Imagine hearing a song once, recording it on a cassette, and then, for 40 years, no one on earth could tell you who made it. No artist, no title, no record, just static and silence. In the early 1980s, in a quiet town in Germany, a teenager named Lucas pressed record on his cassette deck. He didn't know the artist. He didn't know the title. He only knew he liked what he heard. It was a habit for Lucas. Taping songs straight off the radio, a way to hold on to fleeting moments, a personal archive in a world before digital permanence. What started as a teenager's casual recording had transformed into something much bigger. It wasn't just about finding a song anymore. It became a quest to recover a lost piece of history. To prove that, even in an endless ocean of data, some things are too precious to lose. Because sometimes, it's not about the song at all. It's about what we're willing to do. To hold on to what matters. Despite all the tech, all the efforts, Lucas stood at the same place he had been years ago, with a name, an artist, and a song that didn't exist. The internet was supposed to be the answer, the great equalizer, the tool that solved mysteries. But here, it was the problem. The song was lost in the endless expanse of digital noise. And then, something extraordinary happened. As the hunt grew more intense, something else grew with it. The hunt became more than just a search for a song. It became a fight against something far larger than the missing melody. It became a fight against digital decay itself, against the idea that anything or anyone could be lost forever in this vast ocean of data. The internet was meant to preserve. But what if it couldn't? What if the song was destined to vanish, to be swallowed by time? And that became the new mission. To prove that the internet could preserve the past, that no memory was too small, no song too obscure to survive. What had once been a quiet obsession for a few had now grown into a worldwide movement. And with it, the mystery, the song, was no longer just a thing of the past. It was a symbol of everything we risk losing in a world moving too fast. But even with all this effort, the truth remained elusive. The song was closer than ever, but so was the realization that finding it might require more than just tech and passion. The search was just getting started, and the biggest questions, those that had plagued the hunt for 40 years, were yet to be answered. After months of feverish searching, the breakthrough finally came, or so they thought. A name, an artist, a band, the missing piece, or so it seemed. It was a match. The band that played the song that had eluded everyone for decades, was identified. The entire community erupted in celebration, but the joy was short-lived. Soon after the announcement, doubts began to surface. The supposed song from the Hunters was played and it didn't match. It wasn't the song, it wasn't even close. The artist was wrong. The breakthrough shattered. But this wasn't the only blow the search would suffer. As the AI tools got better, they began generating new versions of the song. What seemed like progress soon spiraled into chaos. AI recreations, seemingly perfect renditions of the song, started to circulate. Fans believed they had finally found it, but something wasn't right. It didn't take long for the truth to emerge. The new versions were fake. Fabricated, a digital mirage. The community, shattered by the discovery, spiraled into despair. The fake version wasn't just a disappointment, it became a question no one could ignore. If the song was so elusive, could anyone truly recognize it? Could anyone even trust their own memories anymore? The line between truth and falsehood had blurred. The search, once fueled by hope, now teetered dangerously close to obsession. What started as a simple hunt for a song had grown into something darker. For some, it became less about finding the song and more about finding the answers, no matter the cost. The obsession had set in, and in the digital age, obsession could be both a gift and a curse. When does the search stop being a search and become something far more dangerous, and when is it too late to stop? It was 2020, 4 decades had passed. The search for the song had led to dead ends, to confusion, to doubt. But now there was hope. Tech fans, the last vestiges of the internet's original detectives, turned their eyes back to the source. To the radio stations of the 1980s, the birthplace of the song. They knew the answer might be there, hidden among the old playlists, long forgotten by time. And so, the hunt turned back to the radio hosts, the ones who'd been behind the mic in those days, the ones who might remember a song that had faded into history. One by one, the radio hosts were contacted. They spoke of a time when music wasn't stored in algorithms but in the hands of DJs who played what felt right. The breakthrough came when they unearthed handwritten DJ logs, a glimpse into the past. The missing track was mentioned, a name, a time, the faintest of leads. It was tantalizing, a lead, a near match. The song was almost within reach. But something was missing. The one piece of the puzzle that could make it real, the audio files, gone. Lost forever in the sea of magnetic tape that had degraded over the years. The search had come full circle. The answer was almost in their hands. But time, like everything else, was slipping away. The tapes were degrading. The memories were fading. The people who might have remembered were dying. Every day that passed, the chances of recovery grew slimmer. The final, desperate push had begun. The clock was ticking. The stakes were higher than ever. The answer could be out there, but would they find it in time? The search continued. The song, still no closer to being identified. No name, no artist, no resolution. But in the end, the search revealed something more powerful than anyone could have imagined. The community. People from every corner of the globe, connected by nothing more than a 2-minute audio clip. Strangers. United in a single unspoken goal. They shared stories, they compared notes, they fought frustration and fatigue. They became more than just tech enthusiasts or music lovers. They became a family. They were bound together not by answers but by the search itself. Lucas, even if we never find it, it's already given us something no song could. A feeling, a connection, a reminder that there's something more to us than just technology. We're not alone in this. Technology gave them the tools, but it was their humanity that gave the search meaning. In a world where so much is forgotten, the search for the song proved that some things are worth remembering. Through their efforts, they didn't just hunt for a missing song. They restored a connection, not just to the past, but to each other. Testimonial 1. At first, I didn't think it would matter, it was just a song. But now, it's like we're all part of something bigger. Something we couldn't have imagined before. Testimonial 2. I never thought I'd meet people from all over the world all working together on something like this. It's like we found a new purpose, even without the song. In the end, the mystery remains unsolved. The song still hidden in the shadows of time. But in that mystery, they found something even more powerful. Technology lets us remember. But it also reminds us how fragile memories are. How easily they slip away into the digital void, and yet, there's beauty in that fragility, because in the end, it's the search itself that defines us. The search may never end, but the journey will never be forgotten. It's still out there, somewhere, maybe in an attic long forgotten, gathering dust, maybe buried deep in the memories of someone who heard it once, and never knew how important it was, or maybe it's on a tape, slowly turning to dust, lost to time. No answers, no conclusions. Just a question, and the space where it lingers. Comment below if you recognize the melody. Like and share to keep the hunt alive. Help us find what's been missing for 40 years.